All right, Dave. All right, Dave. What we got next, bro?
All right, we're gonna go with the tricep kickback too. Let me grab a set of weights here, and we're gonna do tricep kickbacks, and we're gonna do cross body curls. All right.
Yep.
All right. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to lean over roughly around a 30-degree angle here. All right. And the goal is to keep my arms or my elbow stationary while I do this kickback to isolate the tricep. So I got the weights up here. This is the starting position, and I'm just extending it and coming back in. Extending it, coming back in. All right. Yep. First part of the circuit. Then the second part is going to be your crossbody overhand curl. All right. And the significance of this is pretty much, trying to get your forearms in the mix and the outside of your biceps. You're going to be doing a crossbody curl like this. You're going to make sure that your fist stays overhand in the overhand position. And you kind of bring it up to like chest, shoulder level. Simple as that. And you'll feel that again in your forearms and the outside of your biceps. Okay.
Copy that.
And I always want to believe that workout helps with that separation between your triceps and your biceps.
Your biceps. Right? All right, bet.
All right.
All right, cool. Y'all set. All right. Dave, you mentioned fear when you talking about starting a business. I guess anybody should have fear or would have fear when they were starting a business. But specifically, since Black businesses are failing at that rate, at 58%, I can understand having some fear. But what's crazy to me is this number, this statistic, 835 billion. 835 billion. In 2019, it was reported that Black families spent or contributed $835 billion to the U.S. economy. And it's been growing at a rate of 5% every decade. All right. So pretty much here in 2022, we're sitting at probably about a little over $1 trillion. $1 trillion that we're contributing to the U.S. government. So when you think about it in terms of Black folks spending that kind of money, no Black person should ever be afraid to start a business, right? Because it should be like, it should be like, yo, I'm Black, and this should work because my people spend the most money, right? But one thing I noticed in my community though is, I want to know what y'all think about this, right? In my community, I live in predominantly Black and Latino community. We have stores like, and I'm gonna call you out, we have stores like Kroger. We have stores like the Family Dollar, and these stores, they don't stay fully stocked. These stores don't look, Publix also, these stores don't even look or have the layout as other stores in white neighborhoods. And it fucking pisses me off. I'm wondering why my grocery store, why my dollar store, why are the stores in my neighborhood who are chains and franchises? Why is Popeyes or even Burger King, why are they understaffed or poorly staffed? Why are they running out of food? Why are our stores in Black communities not doing as well as they are in white communities when we spend so much money? Have y'all noticed that? Have you noticed that your grocery stores in Black neighborhoods look different from grocery stores in white neighborhoods?
Absolutely, 100%. And that comes to...
What's that about?
So, it comes down to economics, obviously, but the economics of, okay, how much is being spent in that store on a daily, weekly, monthly, when products are being purchased as a chain, okay, certain stores will get a certain amount of supplies. So I do notice that you'll go to an area, let's say more urban, they won't have as many things as you go to a suburban kind of new up and coming area that's got the different restaurants and the movie theaters and things of that nature. Without speculation, but I mean it's economics. Is okay, how much of that community is being spent in that community, and how much is actually going into the different stores, the different businesses, the type of employees, the type of management, the type the location obviously, but what's being put in so you get out. And then also what a lot of times we don't talk about, and you may be doing this, are we complaining to that?
Right.
Here we go.
That's what I was waiting for.
Because we know don't want to say call it out, but we know white people go to the managers and be like, dude, your strawberries are old as hell. Your grapes are old as hell. Your blueberries are old as hell. Your salad is spoiled. What's up? Like, I'm coming here to, utilize this business. What's going on? Give me better product. Like, are we, making a point to talk to that management? Are we writing letters? Are we emailing overall management? You mentioned
Right.
Publix. For me, up here in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, you got Whole Foods, but we got a Wegmans. Wegmans is like a Publix. I don't
I
see
got Wegmans. Okay. Yeah.
I don't see Wegmans in the hood.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I don't remember seeing a Wegmans. And when I say hood, I mean a predominantly Black area. Now I'll see Giants in the hood. I see Safeways in the hood.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'll see those type of grocery stores. I don't see a Wegmans in the hood. I've never seen a Whole Foods in the hood.
Why we were talking with Nate Wilkins the last episode about Black wellness and nutrition. Do you think that's because of food deserts, or do you think that they think Black folks not going to spend money at a Whole Foods? Because I don't have a Whole Foods in my neighborhood. Because we spending the money. Yeah, we spending the money, right? Well,
we are, but we also have to look at the income of our neighborhood. So we, we'll spend the money, other people spend the money, but we don't know any better. What I mean by that is, you'll see more McDonald's, Wendy's, fast food chains than you'll see healthy grocery options.
Right.
They're more expensive to go buy fruits, vegetables, water, than it is to go get a Big Mac or a Baconator or something. And I'm not hating on people that do that, but I mean, let's keep it a buck. You can spend $10 and get bags of food, $20 and get bags of food. You go to $20, you spend $20, especially now with inflation being what it is. You spend $20 at the grocery store, you coming home with one bag.
Yeah, one bag.
And to really get enough fruits and vegetables and things that are, I mean, you guys are healthy. You guys eat right. Your body, like y'all taught me this, abs are built in the kitchen. Your body is what you put into it. The working out is keeping you strong, but the food is what helps replenish, simple. So eating healthy and eating right helps you with that. I mean, think about it. I can go to McDonald's or something and spend $10 and get a big, and get maybe, burger, fries, just big, all of that. But let me go to like a salad place. Let me go to Cava, excuse me. Let me go to Salad Work. So these places like that. $10 is a salad, but you ain't getting much of it. To get the protein, the salmon, the chicken, the vegetables. You're paying almost $20 for a salad. Think about that. $20 for a salad.
For yourself.
Not just you, the wifey, the kids, your girl, whoever, just for yourself. So if you're spending $20 just for one salad, you still got to feed 3 more people at home. You're about $60, and that's one meal. You know what I mean? So that's the economics of eating healthy. One thing, and then we as a community, in my personal opinion, we don't teach eating healthy. A lot of us drink soda. Growing up, I used to drink dark soda a lot. I mean, I don't drink soda. I might drink a Sprite, but I can say I haven't probably touched a Pepsi or Coke, anything dark in years. I'll drink a Sprite maybe, or Sierra Mist, whatever you want to call it. But basically, I drink water or liquor. That's how I look at it. Like my whiskey. Or maybe some beer, but I stay away from the dark liquors. But yeah, it's definitely, like you said, and health as well. So if you don't have if you have more healthy people, then they can do what they need to do to earn wealth, to better themselves in the situation. But if you got diabetes, if you got high blood pressure, you got all of these things, how are you going to be able to push forward and do more and do greater things? I'm not saying that's the only reason. There's obviously some sick people that are wealthy, but just simple things like that. Finances and health to me are 1 and 1. Knowing how to balance a checking account, knowing how to, you got $1,000 credit card limit. I mean, health is well, finance as well. So I got $1,000 credit limit. Don't spend $1,000. Use it for emergencies. Put a cell phone bill on it and pay it off immediately, so you can build.
Get you some life insurance,
Oh my God, get you some life insurance. How many times we got to do a GoFundMe, or as my dad says all the time, they had to do fish fries and all that because people didn't have enough money to bury somebody. Think about that.
Mo, right there. That leads to our next question, right there. So we talk about, and I appreciate what you said, man. And you're absolutely right. We need to start writing letters, and we need to start complaining. To make our communities look better.
Hey, before you get into that, let me add one thing. All right, and this is big for me. All right, So when we talking about complaining and see, one thing that we don't understand collectively is what you with the statistic you gave earlier, as far as our spending power. We don't understand what that even means, and and we don't have a grip on it. Okay, so recently Byron Allen, you guys know who Byron Allen is?
Yep.
He's he's a big time producer, man. He's a billionaire, man. He's making big money creating
Oh,
shows. He basically I think he won a lawsuit against I'm not sure, so I don't really want to mention the business, but he won a lawsuit, a discrimination lawsuit, and he pretty much so through that he's fueling another campaign against GM. Okay, look, scratch that. Another automotive company, okay, basically stating that they don't cater to, I guess, African Americans. Okay, they don't cater. They don't spend as much money on advertisement on African Americans. But I think it's kind of a bullshit lawsuit, if you ask me. Because if we're not going to collectively, care about how we spend money like other communities do, then who cares of what money you put into advertising to these guys? Because they're going to spend willy-nilly anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I guess out of the $3 billion that this company spends annually on advertisement, they only spend $30 million in the Black community, which
that's how it goes too.
Again, economically, if that's all I need to bolster their, or to basically to garner their sales in their community, that's all I'm going to spend. So I don't really understand how he has basis, but that's just a testament to show you how how much they're actually spending towards us. Because you got to look at all of our rappers, our entertainers. We promote all of these major designer labels, but yet we don't ask for anything in return. So that's one thing. I think that's one of our biggest pitfalls, is the fact that we don't understand our spending power.
Our spending power, right?
We need to get a grip.
And even with that being said, right? When we're talking about complaining, we're talking about not only complaining and writing letters, but not spending, right? Like when people talk about boycotting, we think it's just something cute that's never really, we don't think of it in a realistic term. But when you stop spending your money in a place that doesn't treat you right or doesn't properly, it's not they're not doing good business. They feel that, all right? And then they start paying attention to those letters. They have to, all right? Especially your franchises, because I'm about to start doing it, especially your franchises.
I don't want nothing to sign the honest. I don't want